Nalinee Diosara. Coming. Says we're live.
Yes.
Okay, so we are live. All right, so let me go to work here. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to, oops, I got to turn the sound off first.
It's your channel is Soulology One Studios, right?
Yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link. Yeah, Soulology One Studios. All the numbers are run together.
Okay.
Let's see. So I want to. What do I want to do? I want to get the URL, copy, go to Facebook, and post it. And I'll put. Let me see what we got going on. All right. So Soulspeaks 5D. Nalinee?
Yes. Are we on?
No. We're on, but I just was saying your name. I'm typing it in.
Okay.
Nalinee Diosara.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just put a comment here. Facebook not allowing the show again. We are live on YouTube. Please join us. Okay. So I'm going to do that and then share it to the group and to the page. 1 and 2. Group.
Yeah, I'm sharing on my Facebook as well.
Okay, so we got it there, we got it there. I can get out of this now. And I'm going to turn on the live. Hello, Davina Lynn. Let's see. Here.
Done.
Boom, boom, boom. All right. Yeah, electronics are acting kind of funny, aren't they? Everything is.
Yeah, I've been thrown out from my usual routine as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, totally. And it triggers a lot of frustration, but then it's part of self-development, isn't it? It's just part of learning to flow with this new frequency.
Yeah, let go of expectations.
Yeah. And be flexible.
Yeah. You can't control anything.
Nah, let that go.
Yeah, right.
Control your mind. That's it.
Right. How's it going, everybody? Todd Medina, Soulspeaks 5D. If you're watching the replay and you come in, we are going to be going to YouTube for the third show of the day, as we did for the first one, because we're being blocked to go on Facebook, and that's okay. So I'm going to hang on here for 3 or 4 minutes and see if we can get some people to come over. We've got a really, really cool show with a beautiful goddess from Thailand that was brought to us by Gayatri. They do something similar, but different. And I think it's going to be a really good show. You guys would like to come over. We're not going to be able to do it on the Facebook page like we did the last show. We're going to have to do it on YouTube like we did the first show of the day. So if you have some time, come over and check out the third show of the day with Nalinee Diosara.
Yeah.
Diosara from Thailand. We're going to have some images to show you. I believe we're going to have some light language, whatever her gifts, skills, and abilities are, she's going to share with us here in just a moment. We're actually live in the YouTube studio now. If you guys would like to join us, I made an announcement on my page and also in the Soulology group and on the Soulology One Studios Facebook page. So we're going to go ahead and get started in just a second. Let me check. We got 12 people in the YouTube room now. If you guys would like to come over, please come over and join us. We should have a very fulfilling show for the next hour with our new friend. How do we find you on YouTube? You can go to my page. It's Soulology One Studios, all run together on YouTube, or you can go to my page and it's posted there, and you can just click on the YouTube link. All right, 33 in the house. I'll say goodbye for now. Please come join us. I think we're going to have a great show. And thank you for all your love and support. Okay. All right. So let me just share this out and put that on in the groups as well. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. We'll roll the shot just a second. Okay, here we go. Let me share this out. The group. And got to make do with what you can do. Do what you can do. What is that old saying? Do what you can with what you have.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so we have, let's see. Hang on one second. Let's see. Okay, here we go. YouTube. I want to pull up the YouTube on my phone so I can see the comments. Okay. You're still there? All right. And where is it? Let's see. Okay, there it is. All right. All right, got 26 people in the house and counting. Hello, Davina Lynn, Paul Castaneda, Yvonne, Andrew Rawlings is back, Joan Kirkendall, who else? Pat Lilienthal, and Maria Iverson from Sweden. So we've got the whole world represented. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Iono Boldi and Sandra Goodwin from the Mendocino Coast. Yeah, if these shows resonate with you, please share. Hello, Patricia Salido. All right. Love your beautiful and powerful works, Nalinee. So,
thank you.
Yes. These shows resonate with you, please share. As we're somewhere stuck in between the third and the fifth dimension, I think, as we are going with one foot on Facebook and one on YouTube and trying to open up our own website. But allowing the universe to direct us, because we know whatever it has in store for us is something far greater than we could ever imagine for ourselves. And I think that's the area that we're moving into.
Yeah.
Hello, Sasha Grace. Okay, so welcome to, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Todd Medina. This is SoulSpeaks 5D. This is our primary show. This is somewhere around the 1,000th episode of SoulSpeaks 5D. It's a conversation. It's not a traditional interview. It's a place where people can come, such as our guest, and share their experiences on a personal level of what we call ascension, as well as their skills and abilities, communion, connection, transmissions, downloads, and channelings. We also have the gift of being able to look at some imagery that Nalinee is part of her service, and we're going to pull those up and share those with you when she directs me to.
Okay.
So let me pull them up on the screen here just so I have them ready. Okay. All right, let me go back here. And so welcome to the show. Thank you for sharing space with us and honoring us with your presence from Thailand. And for
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's what it's all about. We're here to support the energy that you're providing. I've heard a lot of good things in a very short period of time since I announced it on the page about you. So I'm excited to find out about you. I don't do it so much anymore, but over the first 500 or 600 shows, I always started the show asking people, when did you wake up? So
6 o'clock this morning.
that is with another answer a lady gave me. Those are the two best answers. She said, I just woke up today.
Yeah.
Every day is the same day. Yeah. Great answer. Great answer.
It was the year 2014. Wow. Before that, I had a long struggle with eating disorders, depression, you name it, for more than a decade. And accepted how the world is slowly, according to how I could make sense of it. And then 2013, 2014, I sat and I was painting and I felt that there was something more to this rather than just paint what I see. So I started to meditate and things just started to come in, the knowledge about spirituality came in. I met my husband, I met different people and they inspired me. I've started to listen to a few people who channel light language, and I was really, really interested. I've never been to any workshop. It's solely coming from within, from connecting with crystals, from journey of releasing the old and finally discover my voice, discover the purpose of my painting. And it's still in process of developing, becoming, and being. So that's the whole story in short.
Wow. That's good. Now, did you, some people wake up to and have continuing, I guess, connections with certain faces of the universe, Yeshua, Kuan Yin, galactics. Do you have any that you resonate with more, that you work with?
Yes, I think it has to do with the DNA code that resonates with our service in this moment of time that we incarnate here. The dominant star race in this moment of time would be the felines, and it doesn't limit to the lion. It stretches from felines that used to be on Earth and still on Earth, and also Sirius, Arcturian, Andromeda galaxy, primordial beings, the winged beings, and on another side, my mentor would be Tehuti or Thoth. To me, he's in everyone. He's in everyone. And I know that there's a lot of story about him, but I just want to put it out there that when you connect to God and goddesses, we must look at them as consciousness.
Yes.
They have different facets. They have different size, different story to them, just like us. Take in what resonates and just leave out what doesn't, Yeah. So Tehuti has been my guide, my inspiration in writing, inspiration in speaking. And I feel the Elohim strongly present in everyone as well, which is linking to that power, that awareness of creator being that we are. Kuan Yin has been coming in a lot, and Mother Tara, that compassion, love, and mercy.
Yeah.
So these are the dominant ones. Yeah.
And do you is it a regular thing for you? I mean, when you woke up, you were receiving transmissions. I mean, is this a normal part of your day now?
It's become my routine where I get up, I meditate, I go into my breathing, detaching focus from the mind. The mind's really busy, into the breathing. And then whatever it is, I have a chat with them. I have a chat with myself, and also get on with my conducting session for people. So yeah, it's becoming a very natural thing now.
So you do energy work with people, sessions,
Yes.
one-on-one? Yeah.
Yes, through online, I deliver it in a form of recording. I only need a name, and if they feel drawn, they can send me a bit of story about them, a bit of questions, and then I just tune in and I flow. That's it.
And so you make like a video for them?
Just voice recording, because video I've tried is just too big. The file is too big, and it's just a hassle of figuring out to send it. Yeah.
But you have the audio. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I like that. I think the more frequencies you add to any expression, the more powerful it is. So,
Yeah, and I think I just would like to share that when you do your own creation, when you work, when you create your own little business, have variety, because those are like branches of the trees that draws in and also transmitting things out, and so have varieties,
Yeah. So what type of variety do you have in your sessions, in your in your service?
Within my services, I offer custom light language for activations,
Wow.
which are simple codes, and I deliver together with about 30 minutes recording of transmission. I guide people to meditate and connect their conscious with the energy of the codes. And I also offer full custom art, which I will be reopening soon. This custom art take a long time for me to paint, so I can only accept few clients a month. And also I offer a session which I call Deep Journey Within, which is me tuning into the recipient energy, and then I guide them through the energy centers, energy field, etheric bodies, soul records, light language transmission. And I also just last year, oracle cards of my art.
Oh, beautiful. Oh yeah, we're gonna look at some of your art here in a minute.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, now with your clients, I mean, do you see them over and over, or are you finding that they're gaining what they need from you and continue their journey with that knowledge?
I deliver full on. Whatever flows in, I'm completely transparent. Some people don't come back to me, some do, but I think it's based on that soul resonance, on that soul family, soul tribe that we, we just like what you do, and let's exchange, let's connect further kind of thing. Yeah.
Excellent. And let me ask you this. So what do you do on a personal level when the energies hit you, or somebody rattles you, or tries to, or triggers or whatever? Do you have a certain process or things that you do for yourself?
I feel where my feet are. I straighten up my spine and I get into the breathing. When I dropped it into my core, and I will find my space. Whatever it is that triggers me, if I have time at that moment, I will go into my space and I will ask what's been triggered inside. Anger, frustration. There's a lot of ego rising, and it has to do with the idea of righteousness, the idea of authority that is shifting. I think that is a masculine energy being healed within us in a healthier way, moving into the healthier ego, healthier perception. I think it's important for us who's already awakened, what what you call it, to be mindful of triggers. Belief systems always going to be triggers. There's a powerful energy of oppositions going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Be wise, do not project, look at both sides of the stories.
Yeah.
And remember that there's no right or wrong. We are all anchoring that template of oneness, and oneness has diversity, and we must embrace that.
Yeah.
Right?
That's real-time intel. I want to kind of cover that a little bit. We had a pretty it was a powerful experience of the show last night with over 1,100, 1,200 comments. There was a lot of opposition. There was, what the energy of what you're speaking of, the wounded. And I'm not directing this to anybody that was watching or the guest that was on, but it very much the energy of the wounded masculine healing, as you were talking about, as it's healing in all of us, as you were referring to. I love what you said about bringing it to a healthier ego, but there definitely seems to be in this authority, righteousness that you're talking about, seems to be surfacing as a result of an expanded, I would call it, say, sacred masculine frequency available. But as a result of that, we have to clean out the closet in order for it to come in, right?
Yeah, we have to bring it out and purge it out, but know that purging and process of releasing can also be creative. Kickboxing, screaming, exercising, drawing, speaking, laughing, and all of this can be done in your own space. And know that opposition, or the nature of opposites, is natural. within one, there's pluralities. They are the same nature, but when they're there, be wise and examine them. Try to understand where they're coming from. We don't have to agree.
Yes.
And just leave it in peace. Channel your focus, channel the masculine force and the creative force into something that serves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a really good point, because that whole thing about having to be right, which means you're having to prove somebody wrong.
Cause separation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what was my reflection this morning when I woke up. I woke up this morning and there was just a flurry of messages and comments, and people, some people just weren't letting it go. And
The mind.
yeah, and I was like, wow, this is like, I mean, provocative. We've only had, I think, in 1,000 shows, only 2 other shows that went over 1,000 comments on the live. So, and I thought, wow, you know, because it was very polarizing. There was a lot of, I'm gonna say this, I was very impressed by the frequency of the sacred feminine. And these were typically women, some men, that were expressing through comments, who aren't real public, who you know, who are part of the community, but as many that do the work stay in the background. But I really love their comments of peace and reconciliation, open-mindedness, open heart. You know, sometimes we spend so much time learning to go easy on ourselves, getting past the self-judgment. And I think sometimes we got to remember to go easy on our brothers and sisters too. They're going through the same thing we are, right?
Yeah, it probably meant to happen, eh? It probably meant to trigger the wider group of people to come together and look back and okay. And when things happen, when the mind clings, I notice my mind clings on a lot of stories during the day as well. Channel the focus into your breathing and be with your breathing until you feel that neutral space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened to me this morning. I got a message from a friend, and I was still a little off planet. So when it hit me, I went into wounded masculine. That's what I did. I went into.
Oh, you're meant to be there. You're meant.
I was, and then I sat down and I said, you know, my wife said, "Hey, snap," and I said, "Yeah," and I went and sat down and I did, you know, my version of what you're describing. I just go into my space and my secret place, smoke high, and just calm myself, you know, and saw things for what they were. But yeah, I think you're right that it actually, as it was happening, even and to even make it more extraordinary, the first 2 shows this morning with men both had the same frequency that you brought up at the top of the show was discussed and understood in both of those shows. So it was all beautiful, divine order, perfect order. It was probably, I'm sure, planned by all of our higher selves, and then we came down here and implemented it. And then the humans have to deal with the whole experience. That's why we're here. But,
Yeah. Do you think that the expression of warrior is shifting as well?
I think so, yeah. And I've been talking about this last month. My wife had to go back to Australia last month, and we were separated the entire month of March. And I really felt the masculine in myself, and even in the work I do, I could see that sacred masculine rising, and I could feel it in myself. But in my journey, and I'm blessed to be in a divine conscious union, so that helps me a lot because I have a goddess incarnate I can work with every day and be the beneficiary of that nurturing and that patience and that love that you were talking about with Kuan Yin. And so I literally got stripped down to nothing. You know, there was nothing left of me. There was no masculinity. There was no manhood. There was no physicality. There was no sexuality. Everything was just taken away. And then I said, okay, this is what it's like, you know. And then I said to myself, wait a minute. I remember the power of the masculine in my old paradigm, and it was real. There was a power there. And is it going to come back? And I think that's what you're referring to. It's like it's not the warrior, I'm going to kick your butt. It's a different type of warrior. And to my friend's credit, Nikki Hammett, he said the sacred masculine rising has this power, but he doesn't have to use it. You know, he never uses it. And I think that's what you're describing.
That's very wise. I think it has to do with that power of holding the space for the feminine to continue to flow and create. I feel that strongly. I think it's time for the painting because we're speaking about this balance going on, and there's a painting, Maat, the lady with the wings.
All right, let me find it.
Balance, yeah.
This one?
Yes, yes, that one. So just a quick background of this one. I painted this during the energy as we transit from 2017 in 2018, and 2018 was the 11 number energy.
Yeah.
When we were coming into point of that awareness of union. And I chose Maat to represent this, not because of anchoring the codes of moral or ethics, but to create the awareness of the balance and harmony within us beyond rules and codes of conduct of what we learned. But it's more of the alignment of wisdom and the inner morals within. And I chose to depict, to bring in papyrus and blue lotus, because to the ancient Egypt, the blue lotus symbolizes divine feminine, and the papyrus symbolizes divine masculine. Which makes sense because the papyrus has been used for paper and writing, grounding energy, recording knowledge, while the blue lotus, which I'm drinking the tea at the moment, is about opening that intuition, opening that heart and receive. So these are all energy that I would like to share with the world as a reminder that when we talk about the rise of feminine and the rise of masculine, is this rise of the two forces that co-create within us. So let me just get into breathing. I would like to bring in everyone into meditative state so that we can all receive the transmission. If you all can just close your eyes or keep your eyes open and just tune into the picture. Deep breathing. Anchor the focus into the core. Feather of Maat, the emerald green rays is transmitting through all of our hearts in this moment of time, with the reflection of the divine cosmic balance beaming and coming into play in this moment of time. Thus know, dear one, that what was mentioned about nature of opposites and oppositions and contrasts are natural. They are manifestations of creation. In time of facing with opposite, we would like you to anchor the frequency of nurturing one another. Contemplate on how you can communicate with others through the vibration of nurturing and support. Asiano. This also applies to communicating with ourselves. After you come back to your space, communicate with what's being triggered inside, communicate with your inner selves through the space, through the state of divine mother and father. Be the parent to yourself. And nurture that healthiness, that groundedness, that centeredness, that oneness within you and within one another. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, that's nice.
Very nice. It's very nice.
Thank you.
You've got 3 very interesting ones here. I can't see them too clearly until I pull it up, but this one looks.
Ah, okay. Can you go to Teoti first?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's a scarab.
This one.
Yeah, Tehuti, or Thoth, or Hermes.
Wow, this is incredible. So this is Hermes and Thoth, the same.
Yeah. I love to call him Tehuti, but yeah, Thoth, Hermes, Mercury. According to the ancient Egypt, the consciousness of Thoth is depicted in 2 forms. Ibis is what we're seeing now, and another one which I have meaning to paint soon is a baboon. This is not my discovery. I listened to John Anthony West, and if you would like to get a glimpse of interpretation of the symbolism in ancient Egypt, check him out. Ibis is about searching, seeking for knowledge, continue to search for answers and follow curiosity.
Yeah.
Because the ibis search for food in mud and in wet soil the whole day. While a baboon is always depicted as if he's contemplating and meditating. So these 2 natures within Thoth or Hermes is essential for us. It's a reflection of nature within us in this returning into the source, returning into our soul presence. Continue searching for truth, continue searching to develop ourselves, as well as take time to contemplate the knowledge we obtain, what we discovered. So these are very 2 divine keys that Tehuti always teaches me. And within this painting, he is depicted with our soul star presence above our crown. Yeah. Symbolizing the search and the path of returning to our soul. So once again, just get into your breathing. Welcoming in Tehuti Nasu Ilo. Have fun. Don't be so serious. Have fun, enjoy, follow the excitement. Allow joy to be the vehicle for you in searching your truth, in searching for that healing, for that expansion, for that unity that you desire. As I am a consciousness of scribe, we would like to invite you to visualize your DNA codes. Just imagine your DNA within, sparkling, releasing what no longer serves, activating the soul codes, the soul presence. Take a moment through the force and flow of nurturing. Communicate to your DNA. Siano kortoja sono muna inini kita tatariana na mana kada sa nene kortoja sono muna ianata. Nakaratia na so na ia na karatoja sa. Mono na kia toro na iana kia. Listen to your body with this current flux of energy, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual are merging. Thus, you notice your appetite will change, a little bit of tightness here and there. Slow down and slow down. And engage in any creative activity that brings you joy, that makes your heart smile. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was fun.
That was both of them.
That was fun.
I'm anxious to see the other two.
Come on, okay.
This is a very unique. I mean, we've had people on with light language and their art.
Yeah.
This is another spin on it. I really like it. Which one did you want to go to?
The leopard.
Yeah, that's
yeah. I finished this one recently, and this one was with me during the journey of passing off my long companion, my dog. He was almost 20 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so there was a lot of healing of sense of separation. Yeah. This leopard tribe, this leopard person came to me through a regression through past life. I've met myself as a person who aware of the guidance of the leopard, the felines in the jungle, that connection between earth and star. And then I travel through time and I experience when this power of the felines were manipulated by different peoples of different civilizations for their greed, for their power. And again, that masculine power of authority being manipulated.
Yeah.
And I witness a huge sense of sadness, that separation, that sadness that lingers within me from eons and eons of time. And I'm grateful for realizing that because now I know what I'm healing. I know now what I'm working on. And with my dog passing, that just brings it through within the whole experience of guilt. What should I've done? What could I have done better? All these layers of guilt, and also that missing and yearning of connection with my companion. But then again, it's all about realizing that all of these conditions are temporary. We are flowing in the flow of impermanence at all time. And that's the beauty of our journey. Nothing lasts forever. Everything has its end, and then it starts again in its new form. This leopard person is depicted with a pyramid that I experience in the astral space. A pyramid that channeled the force of the source through the light of the sun, where we all can go in and experience that unity and oneness in all levels. So this picture is a reminder that we are all lifting and transforming the illusion of separation into one, into unity. Whatever it is that we are going through on a personal level, we are healing and transforming on a collective level. The Lyran councils are here, and we would like you to breathe up gently through your third eye. And there, feel the golden spiral, a representation of flow, of manifestation, flow of time, flow of space. Know that we are all fractals and fractals and fractals of one. When density hits your space, return into your breathing and also remind the mind that all is okay, that you are merging, feeling one another, and just allow it to pass. Connecting our connection with our ancestors of Earth, inner Earth, solar system, and galaxies and different galaxies. Calling upon all our divine soul presence to return, and what no longer serve, let it be released through the flow of spiral into the source. Allow all of the divine masculine and divine feminine within ourselves and one another to return and unite. And learning to co-create, learning to dance, learning to communicate once again through flow of nurturing, through that awareness that we are one, a diverse version of oneness. Breathe down to your heart and feel the light of your soul ignite 360-degree and connecting to one another in this space of one as web of light. Breathe down to our root and our feet. And remind the layers of fears and resistance that all is well. And that we can relax and ease into the shifts and changes with courage. Thank you.
Thank you. Very, very powerful. Very
Thank you for your presence. Your presence has to do with this. It's always that space that the host is holding. You know, yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome. Wow.
A scarab, this I painted after my first trip to South Africa, where my husband is from. Magical land, magical ancient grounding energy. And when we think about Africa or South Africa, we think of separation, racism, corruption. But when you go there, when you meet the people, when you talk to people, they doing their best according to the process that they're going through. And the process that they're going through is very similar to what we're going through in our own countries, in where, in our own systems. So there's this perseverance of moving and living their life there that's really inspired me. And I chose to depict this through a scarab. And it's very interesting because the ancient Egypt, there's a word for scarab, heifer. I think I might pronouncing it wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the scarab is a symbolizes of the first rising sun, the rebirth of the sun, the rebirth of wisdom. So it's a very young consciousness that's rising, and it's depicted with wings with the sun. The sun, of course, symbolizes our soul, symbolizes life force and the creator. And the scarabs remind us to be mindful and value all kinds of resources. So know that each day is a new day. Each breath is a new breath. And when opposition rises, there's opportunity for us to learn something new, to know something new, to see the light that illuminates through all kinds of forms. If you can breathe, and we are tuning into your crown. Allowing the presence of Atum and the presence of Ra, the presence of the sun, soul. You are all rebirth of the sun. You are all the sun that rises and moves through different stages of the day. You are also the moon that moves through different phases of a cycle. Take a moment to breathe. Relax your jaw. Relax your body. And allowing your soul energy to ground through your breath, through your spine, into earth, and to all of us and all of the sentient beings and creations on earth, to Mother Earth and to all. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. What a great way to end the day programming. Wow.
Yeah, the
And
last.
the whole show, with the Soulgy is a consciousness that my wife and I communicate with. And I realized last night, going through the experience with so many people on the show, and then the 2 shows prior to this one, there was a wound was exposed, and once it was exposed and ran through everybody, and this is not about an individual, this is about what is you referred to at the top of the show, what's present, what's present on the earth at this time, what's happening, and then to come in, and I knew when I woke up today and I saw who was going to be on, my first thought was, we need some of that divine, sacred, feminine nurturing and healing and stability and balance, you know, and that's what this show has brought. So
Thank you.
it's a very, very impactful. I'm very thankful for everybody, on behalf of everybody, because there's a lot of people kind of tuned into this, what's been happening. I have to read this comment from Davina Lynn. Told you. Nalinee is awesome. Mwah. Infinite love and gratitude to you and to all. Yeah. Yes. A lot of nice comments there. Now, can you share with us how people can get in touch with you, how they can find you?
I have YouTube channel, Remembering Love and Light Language. That's the name of my first website. And Facebook, Nalinee Diosara, or a Facebook page, Remembering Love and Light Language. I do also have a website called Souls Connection Nalinee. Soul Connections Nalinee, sorry. And that is where you can see all of my services, all of my light language arts in form of prints, pillows, and towels.
Is that a towel? That's a beautiful.
Yeah.
I have to ask you quick. How do you do that? How do they transpose?
That's the magic of technology in this modern day.
Is that what they call dyed to garment? They dye it into the garment?
No, I actually don't need to do anything. Once the painting is done, I adjust resolution, and then there's a manufacturer online. There's a lot of them now. You can find them. And the beauty about it is that there's no hassle on my part. They manufacture, they distribute it around the world for me.
Wow. Very good.
You can do like hand painting on silk and canvas, but I haven't got to that yet. At the moment, I'm just being like with what exists around me at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll see how I grow.
Yes, this is powerful. This is a beautiful way to end the broadcasting day. I feel very, very balanced. This is nice. Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing space with us. I'd love to collaborate with you again in the future.
That would be a joy and honor. Yes, let's do it.
Be an honor for us too. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry about the Facebook today, but there's got to be a reason for it. There's got to be a divine purpose for it, perfect order. I don't know what the universe is telling us, but we had some great shows today. And I thank everybody for coming aboard. And I thank you for your continued love and support and contributions that allow us to continue to keep doing what we're doing. Thank you so much, Nalinee. It's been a pleasure and an honor to meet you.
Likewise. Likewise.
Your work is incredible. And
so is yours.
Thank you.
So is yours, yeah.
Thank you. This is the year of collaboration and supporting each other, co-creation. So all of you on the live and on the replay, I'm sure many of you will resonate with what you've experienced here. So please reach out and support our beloved sister and the incredible work that she's doing. My whole body's tingling. I can't think of a better way to say goodbye for now, but best to you and yours and your husband and all of your loved ones and friends.
Thank you.
You take care.
Yeah, you take care too.
Bye-bye.